I love the fact that Verti is getting to play alongside Darker.
Yeah.
They were playing on the best LATAM North team very recently, until both of them have ended up in Tier 1. Very classic pistol here for C9. Bit of a walk down mid. Killjoy set up on A, and that's where the whole of Loud are going.
It's silent across the board, no noise cues.
Oxy and Luke Show both going for the new weapon, the Bandit.
Yeah, putting that one into work nice and early. Lambot's going to be catching a contact here of Verti. Wants to make sure that, yep, gets rid of the supplementary util. That's a snake bite at your feet. Cloud9 looking like they are eager to get involved into the mix. It's a dart that's going to be pulled out of them nice and early. So Loud can be happy with this, honestly, in terms of the equation, the way the utilities worked out. Oxy, though, deep forward, posted, looking for that first fight and engagement, but the shot's just going wide. Wants to back out. Worried about the backstab.
Bandit v Bandit there. Luke Show, good awareness to check that. It's a tapping gun. You gotta be accurate with it.
Oh my God!
Yeah, that's accurate.
Okay.
Through 3 different walls.
Yep. Straight to the dome.
Was that a pixel angle? It must have been. But from Luke Show's POV, it looked like he was just had no hope.
That's a nasty little ding there. Zelsis going to be backed up, but he does have players ready and waiting to reinforce most of this site. Kills starting to flood in through, and Penny standing his ground, holding it down. That Viper wall that cuts all the way across, you see it on the attack side. That does cause issues. Trying to hold on to that space.
This is going to cause issues.
Yeah, Oxy posted deep as anything. Jumping around, guess what? Bandit is a secondary. Overwhelmed, though.
Very aggro from him. Swinging forwards onto the angle.
He's handed the gun over. Can Loud do anything about it? Here's the thing. Penny is going to be the gatekeeper now. Pushing them back and away from the site, and they hear that gun go off, and that is the danger zone. Warning shots. Not just that, honestly, doing the damage and time running short.
10 seconds left.
Loud running out of answers here for a round like this. Just need to go down. Not so much these days, but always potential to turn the ship around here. Pancada's just holding on to that A short control, making sure that it's a potential pivot option in case Loud want to go that way, but okay. Straight into the sideline of Vic. A lot of damage done. That's Verti dropped down to 10 HP and a kill claimed, collected. Zelsis picked off.
Completely caught out by that insert of Pancada. Because Loud did the 5-man plays.
Still going to be lying in wait.
He'd have to have an outrageous clip here.
I never want to doubt him. Guardian in hand now. Smokes popped. Dart's going to be avoided. Oh my, good movement from Kawazine. Just making it nice and ajar there with the movement. Darker cleans it up towards the end, so Loud on the board with the 1.
Certainly hoping to change that around. In some sense, it's really unlikely to be putting up performances like that over and over and not be winning.
Smoke in the face of Oxy. Not to be dismayed. Wants to take that fight. Beautiful trade from Darker. He's instant on the line. Quick with it, removing the star player, Cloud9.
Luke Show's looking for a walk down mid. That's the kind of thing that Oxy would be going for, though. I'm not sure there's too many other players on C9 that would like to go for a risk like that. Once you've picked off Oxy, I think a lot of that threat has disappeared. And Loud call for the group up into a B pop, waiting on that Viper fuel over towards the A connector.
Going to be able to go into the hit momentarily. Drone to pave the way, Zelsis. Takes this as a chance and a timing to be found, potentially. No one was watching this onto the double door, and that means back's open towards it. Bullet straight there. Back in the dome of Kawazine, he's dropped in a spike with it. They have the B site, Loud, but at what cost? They have to make a play forwards to claim a little bit more space. Luke Show, sharp. Penny going down. It's up to Zelsis now to see if he can do it once more, but he just can't compete against talent like that. Luke Show picking up where he left off the start of 2025.
His mechanics are absurd. You put him in those spots where he just gets to take 1v1s and it feels like he's favored almost every time. He's bailed his team out of a bad position here.
Bit of spam to the back, Verti. His bullets raining down onto him. No kill though for Zeppa here. Takes it forwards, Luke Show. There's no getting past him. Hold on, Vic. Might be able to do it. Claiming a lot of the space, looking to see if they can step themselves into lobby, but Loud are going to steadily realize that most of this area is free territory.
It's Luke Show going to be pressured on the flank.
Yep, finds the 1. Backs himself out. That's an all popped off immediately. Oxy raring to go. Not content with that. That's a spike drop down in their laps. That's been left.
A massive mistake from Darker.
Verti is going to be able to get this one back immediately. Dimensional drift straight back to the rest of his team now. Reclaiming that space. Stabilizing. I know perhaps that he didn't really want to use in that scenario, but it does settle the situation for now.
Oxy's got a rifle in his hand, though.
Yeah, two of these guns, that's what I mean. Oxy's ult may have run out, but he's still a danger player. Waiting for his team to make a lot of noise now so he can just activate towards the flank. So darting towards the back, the paranoia, perfect, still cutting it close towards the back of the side. That is a hail of lead, and Oxy's time to strike. Still there, brings it into the 1v1 and a chance for an ace. Got to find out where the last player is. Twisting, turning, tapping, see if he can pull him out wide into the open. But as Pancada would have put a stop to it. Wonderful opener in the form of Haven. See where they stand.
Zelsis is set up here to try to protect Oxy a little bit against a C-split, and that's exactly what Loud have gone into.
Oxy's waiting on top plat there, but he operated, but he misses that first shot.
But this is going to play in Zelsis.
Reposition. It's a lockdown, though. We'll be forced to respect that one. There is a gap towards the back of the side, be good to imagine. Loud are going to have some util to clear that one, just in case, so evacuation has got to be fast
where
here.
Are they going?
You got to get the hell out all the way. That's going to be entertainment, surely. Yeah, on at least the one.
Still a little bit surprised that they didn't try to get into that back plat area, but respecting Loud, figuring that there was going to be a follow-up maybe with Kawanzin's ult.
Right.
But they've just given them the whole of the C site here. Cloud9 forced to play retake with an op. Not how they'd want it this round to go.
No, it's never ideal. They would want to pick at least to be in this spot and position. Gearing up, though. Swap the weapons around, get that rifle into the hands of the young gunner. Here he goes. Moving forwards is a big reveal, straight through the box as a player eliminated. Pancada's down and out for the count. Making a move on now as well, but these smokes still blooming in their faces. Darker's left to try and hold this one back, and hold it back he will. That is elite stuff. It's a three-piece, maybe enough damage done. Zephyr, last one left here for Cloud9. See if he can pick up these pieces, but too much to really overcome. Time's ticking, and with it, the chance is gone like that. Bit of a weird spot to be in, to be honest, if you are allowed, but they are sniffing out at least the weaknesses in terms of where the defense is. Wall in your face, though, makes it again even more difficult. Deep down into the back, bow flash is going to be used now. Tap. Look for the next signs of life. Any other bits and pieces of util that could be pulled out, but now going for the full committal. Let's start with an ult of his own online.
It's that's going to give a lot of space, though, for Zelsis and Zephyr to get in with the stingers.
It's pushed Darker completely out of the pit. They can really flood in and get a move on here. Tap forwards as well. It's going to be forcing Darker back into the action, into the mix as well. A lot of damage done from these guns, and the rifle differential might be enough, really, to save the day. Comes down a bit of that random RNG. Ult even expended towards the end just to secure it up.
It's an expensive round, but it's another on the board for Loud. 5 in a row. Just depends how they feel the round's going.
It's fake pressure. They're trying to fake it like they're taking over towards the A side. Just a drone.
And look at the teleport.
The dimensional drift.
Yeah, back over towards C so they can clear. They can fake A, clear C, and go for the hit.
Spot where Vic is as well. The pings are coming out, so they know he's sitting down towards the back of the side. Nothing to really push him back, spraying it down.
Well, now it comes down
to the bullets.
Now it comes up to the counter plan. How do you deal with Zelsis' ultimate? And we nearly got picked off before he could even use it.
You're potentially finding it here. This is fast and loose. Verdi there, instantly there with a trade. Lockdown, drop down through the window. We'll have to respect it now, giving them a lot of space. Cloud9 going to be eager to take this one here. Wall and a smoke propped up, a lot of spam nice and early here. It's damage done. Oxy is feeling weak as anything, but listen, Cloud9 are backing it up with really stronger than words. It's the guns in their hands that are doing the work here. Coverage on every single angle. Clean stuff from Cloud9. That's 4 players gearing up for a bit of a scrap over towards A lobby with potential for an opt-in. Loud, we've got players here. TP into the corner. That's going to be her, but that's a reveal into it. Okay, flashes matter not. Yeah, the rest of the team happy to supplement it with that extra firepower.
Oxy getting detected.
Dominating it.
Oxy getting detected almost acted as bait there. It lured in some of the rest of the Loud players.
Luke Shaw hoping for a half clearance, but not quite the case. Hold on, players and bodies collateraled up. Dropped at a moment notice, but still, Penny's there. Saved the day, ensured that it doesn't get out of hand.
Did Kawanzin? Yeah, he knows he's here now.
That is so much damage. Penny dropped to 2 HP. Regen shield going to be kicking in. Kawanzin, he's been handed a couple of chances.
Yeah, these are slim options, but they are options being given to him. He's got a great idea of where at least 2 players on the map are right now.
40 seconds, roughly, to play with. House money. Turret. Going to be catching him here, so that's going to be alerting most of Cloud9 here. Celsius' job really just holding it back. They want to play this one retake with the player advantage that they've got.
Celsius' setup just gave them so much information in this round, right? Turret contact. They know he's not hopping up garage window.
Penny forwards, he's the first one. No way! There was a chance and there was a world. Celsius there, though. Safe pair of hands from him.
That is a crucial trade out for C9.
Yes, it is. That's the problem with this Viper wall. Vic is having to jiggle the angle.
Well, that was
confirmation.
But it was only Luxo seen, I think.
Yeah, he's going to be thinking it's just the one, potentially double up, group up. Smokes are now coming up in their faces here. The guns rattling off in either direction. And with these bullets, it's an orb to play in and around. Zephyr still a threat. No real way that Loud can get past this one here, but they're just biding their time, waiting for the orb to run out of juice.
It's a great decision there for Zephyr to just play his life. Makes it so hard for Loud to get out.
Fine time for the rest of his team to get back into the fight too. Zephyr just unleashes. Start to be sidestepped here. And Loud. It's a round for them that's just in the gutter.
And Zephyr's out again. Drone back in to see if he can get the tag onto Pancada. But a 1v4 I don't think is on the cards here. Does have ult to try to reposition.
Clean.
Don't want to call it too early. Celsius realizes that he can reposition. Celsius has to head over to cover that C.
Yeah. 7 bullets left to work with. Commit to the reload. And you're right, the ult. Threat of it pulls the Cloud9 players apart across the map here. They still have Penny and Zephyr waiting. That's a dart that comes back online, gets the reveal. Shock darts forwards, 10 seconds remaining. What is your call? Commit to the plan. Zephyr twisting and turning as the player on half HP. Time still remaining, but all Penny has to do is run at him to secure that round win.
C9 looking to push down C. Teams kind of rotating clockwise around the map here.
Yeah, it's going to be a fast play, I think, towards A, perhaps.
Wow, holding the paranoia off contact. That's a lot of faith in Oxy.
Yeah, it really is. Pancada was booming and ahhing about placing the smoke over towards heaven. TP play, perhaps, as well. There it is. Smoke blooms. TP is a go. Sitting nice and snug into the back of the side, but with that wall up and the molly's popped up, Celsius, he knows he can take a free fight. Still, players are trying to get active. Can't land it. Zephyr's there, sealing up the gaps in the sight.
He's just danced a jig on him. That is disrespect. And Oxy's got him boxed in.
Penned into a corner. Oxy, worse for wear, but still alive, and he does claim the kill onto the Darker. Kawazine tagged up, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
At least they finally got Celsius.
Reinforcing over towards B. No signs of life on A or towards C with that deep push, so they felt like it was going to be a bit more explosive here. Luxo has that lockdown now. It's going to be clearing the way over towards B.
The fight here could happen over towards Garage, though. If Kawazine goes for that refight, you know, after the post-ban,
yeah, some
on Cloud9's got to deal with it.
Detainment towards the end, a bit of a mistake there perhaps, but it is a kill. Nevertheless, going away of Cloud9. They can wait this one out. Happy to do so. A lot of pressure now on this flank, potentially paying off. Oxy lying in wait. Takes out Kawazine. It's a big, big kill. He's the one with the ult to try and deny and delay a little bit more that time here. Still, as this fight comes forwards, there it is. Overdrive popped off into the hands of him. Kawazine just barely catching the kill onto Vic. Does have that ult, but listen, in a spot like this, there's only so much you can do.
There's no
tag, it's a kill, but he's being pressured and half already earned up. This will be that 7-5 finish. It was a half here for Cloud9.
Can Verti hold against 3 sheriffs staring at him?
He's left guessing here, and it was a jump spot, but he's wide out into the open here. Bad face could mean doom and defeat for him. That's a paranoia. Forced to respect it. There's a wall up, though, that he can play around. Body's moving in, though. That is beautiful. At least with a snake bite. Still gets one for his trouble. And now swarming in towards the back. Overwhelming. And that's the call made by Cloud9. I'm going to take this one full force.
It's a really nice fight at the backside.
Pancada, hold on, refighting into him. Penny. Dome clean off here for Pancada. Luxo might have been able to find that angle, but that face! Oh, Cloud9 are relentless here. Everything they do on the same page, ensuring that there is no hesitation. And now, an insert towards default. 2 players onto long. They know how to play towards their win cons. Kawazine sniffs out the first upgrade obtained, but again left guessing where these players could be. One way, up and about. Bullets ran out. Feels like an impossibility here for Kawazine. You need some divine intervention.
That's a different team. Who knows? Maybe it'll come back to bite them.
Don't say that. Yeah.
But
crazy stuff.
With last year's squad making 4th in Stage 2 playoffs, I really thought they got over their demons.
Yeah, walkabouts here from Louder on the weaker bite. Looking for kills, looking for information, anything they can garner. Will be a standard affair really here at this point. Open site given up. Loud looking to not just feed those ultimates.
Spike planted.
And Zeppa trying to get his on as early as possible. So if there was a player to go hunting, it would presumably be him.
Yeah, sheriff in hand. He's not worried about losing it.
You probably wait for a little bit, see if Louder going to commit to some kind of retake, but Louder pure playing to die to Spike here. These are not positions for you to set up and go for a C retake.
No.
So at some point we'll see Zeppa go hunting, I would imagine.
Real hard spot though to fight back from for Loud.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's going to be inevitable really, that 9th round up for Cloud9. Very strong when it comes to keeping these weapons as well. It's going to be a good bonus that they can lead into round 15 for Zeppa. Hunting. It's one of the players. Does get the one before he goes down, and Celsius trying to follow up.
Do you re-peek in after a drone? They're holding, waiting for the recon.
Dark just holding that position. Oh, squares up anyway. Doesn't go for the drone. Takes the fight up against Oxy. Head-to-head, duelist v duelist. With Oxy removed, you might think that they slow down the pace here, but Cloud9 are looking to take this one fully forwards. Claiming it up now, Luke Show. He's there. Towards the back, this wall. There's a lot to chew through as it goes down. Smoke to replace it. Awkward spot that Cloud9 have been placed in.
These players, though, if they're just quiet, might find opportunities once smokes dissipate, because Loud are going to have to peek for info.
Here it is. There's a chance, but the shot's missed off anyway. Zeppa potentially could have had it there in the palm of his hands. The rest of Loud, though, ready to contain. Fully in control. Listen, Stinger.
How has that happened?
Stinger is still a menace, apparently.
How has that happened?
Push past into the back of the site. Thorn in their side so far for them trying to work towards it. Okay, just a committal into it. Does clear off the operator. Due diligence as well, sent flying forwards, but that's a snake bite to cut it up onto the cross. Cloud9 are going to have to fight their way past and forwards, vulnerable up for a moment.
Oxy has slide. They don't even commit it, actually, to fight into backside. Now, are Cloud9 going to go for those same post-plant fights that we saw them use on the pistol round? At the moment, it feels a little more static.
Yeah, not willing to smoke play. It's a smoke on the turret. Kawazine slipping the net. Now Swarm, Luke Show looking to see if he can pull some of these players out into the open with their potential positioning. Kawazine, he's noted though. Spotted out in the end here. Penny! He's dominating so far into the side here, but it could go either way. Flip of a coin, really. Kawazine playing that pressure. Moving forward steadily, seeing if he can chip this one up. Celsius just trying to stay alive, play his life into this one because time is ticking. It was an early plan from Cloud9. He knows the win con's well at the back of his head, and he knows that Loud have no chances in it. Yeah, it's like I was saying earlier, Operators 2026 on Haven with these double smokes.
Yeah.
You're really just forced into a few predictable positions. Verdi, he's not being able to get anything done. He's going to hear these footsteps, moving forwards, taking, again, front section, trying to divide, and conga the dart. Doesn't connect, doesn't really hit at all. Darker's just holding it down almost by himself at Cloud9. Plenty more action where that came from.
The trades look so rough onto Darker. I thought he might have been able to win the round just by getting those kills and escaping. But then C9 in a flurry pick up 3, including the Yoru as he TP'd away. That's brutal for 30.
Yeah, Pancada just trying to clear up most of this way. He's going to be bitterly disappointed at this one because that paranoia is not catching onto anyone. Again, that proactivity of Cloud9.
And it's the same retake that Loud have gone for pretty much every time. I mean, Pancada is constantly in that spot. Paranoia through to default. It's the same rhythm, and Cloud9 have got the read on it at this point. And this, I think, is somewhat similar to what we saw in the first half, where C9 got the read on what Loud was doing, downloaded them, and then that was it. 5 rounds in a row, they just ran it. C9 get up to 11, a 5-round lead here.
Dart. Dealt with, snakebite. Ricocheting into the back behind Platt.
But the spike is in mid-window right now with Oxy.
Yeah.
And 3 players on Loud starting to push out A lobby, at least getting into deep positions. Zephyr does not have his drone to re-clear that. So going back into A right now is super dangerous for Cloud9.
Could be deadly. I mean, Celsius has gone down just to the Marshall. Darker locking down that avenue. And danger lurks around every single corner. As you mentioned, this is a nasty position to try and play around with no drone in sight.
Yeah, this is kind of horrible.
Tiptoeing around, a bit of noise being made though, so hand is revealed. Kawazine stepping up again, trying to really activate. Verdi Oxy glides to the side to make sure to put the damage in where it really hurts.
Does he know about Pancada though?
May have heard it potentially, but looks like Pancada closed up a lot of those sound cues, and with that bandit in hand, yeah, quick work made of Oxy.
Penny took a lot of damage early on in this round.
30 seconds left.
I believe from the Marshall. And now it's all left on him. Doesn't look particularly winnable.
Toxin screen down.
20 seconds to play with. It's an open sight. I've just got to play this one with a lot of discipline. Doesn't matter about the weaponry really at this point when Penny is on 24 health. And he knows he has to make an aggro play here.
Cloud9 have been going for aggro plays in the post plant every time. Like, surely they expect this. He's looking for the alarm bot. It's not there.
Forwards. It's all being watched for though. Does have the rifle. Players are making their way in now. Darker trying to set his team up, just spotted off to the side, and yeah, barely took anything. Swift Breeze would have done him in here, so Loud is still alive for now.
And there's only 2 players at home here on A.
Zagro is anything. Oh, he's seen it, spotted it. There's blood in the water, and he sniffed it out. Eager to chomp down, bite away. Some of these players still looking to see if they can sit nice and pretty again with those smokes blossomed up, but he's just spotted out into the open. Hold on, he's jumping straight into that anchor smoke. And Verdi, you're not escaping the ire, not right now. Overwhelmed with the bodies. Pancada trying to offload it and offset that disadvantage, but just like that. Spin of a dime. Luke Show, his life claimed as he was leaping out of the sky.
I think he had to take a timing like that though. 2v3 playing into a pit. Basically got no chance unless you find a ridiculous timing like that, leaping out of heaven. So I respect the play, but C9 have run over that Loud A defense.
Close start and a shock dart perhaps as well to follow with this one. That's a pixel to work with, barely there. A bit late and delayed in terms of that one, but quickly, space going to be taken up. Shots rattling. Luke Show had to B-hop out of there. Narrowly avoided most of this one. Into the B plant we go, and there's a lot of ults online. Luke Show locked down, save for the rainy day, and it happens to be pouring.
A drone allowing Oxy to fight over the A connector. So they're going to aggressively get out of this lockdown.
And trying to fight forwards as well into that A-link space. No detainment, but listen, the players' positions are predictable. It's a Nanoswarm. Orb up, ults offloaded.
I love
here.
that lockdown.
Zelsis, he's rapid man running
Oxy's
around them all the way, and this is it. Dead from 1,000 cuts. Loud being whittled down until barely anyone can stand up to it. Him versus Oxy now. Can Verdi do it? Time is thoroughly against him. With that damage done, Oxy knows it. That's it. It's a done deal here for map 1. Haven is Cloud9's. Slow going though.
Triple push down mid for C9. Clearing this out on a timing sets them up really nicely for an A retake here.
Pretty perfect with the wall.
Zephyr can deny plant for a long time by throwing out, you know, a shock and a recon and a drone. They've smoked off this trip, and I don't think anyone from Loud can hear that.
No one can at all.
Planted.
And this could be deadly. Backstab laying in wait. Kawazine looking to see if he can reinforce it, but overwhelmed. That is way too many players to contest with. Instant with the call out though, and it's just flipped him on its head. Loud have no chances. No time to react here, but still Darker will do his best and more.
And Oxy zipping over the top. Oh, they decided not to go for that light speed.
Hold on, Hinder into the corner. That's the spike drop down. Hold on. You're going to try and push these players back now. The weaponry advantage is there, but this is messy stuff still. The bodies line up, and they all come toppling down.
It's a lot of damage done.
Headhunter bullet to the back pocket in case he needs it. This is being watched for. Zelsis, though, his attention is turned, directed over towards the side. That's where the brunt of the aggression is coming through now. TP forwards again. But this is Vix looking to see if he can really just shut this one down. I mean, he dominates the smoke, returns the fire straight back around, hearing that one, but Luke show potential to get activated, shut down anyway. Oxy was quick on it. He's there with a trade off angle of Vix still.
Spike down A.
Worse for the wear, but alive nevertheless. And his team rapidly reinforcing over towards A when they hear that spike drop down. Pancada knows he has no chances here, just needs to keep the gun.
10 seconds left.
What a round from Vic. What a hero player for C9. And a good read on how Loud are going to want to run their exec. Pancada just lets the time expire.
Going to be used to see if he can scout out. Zeppa's just looking to see if he can paint a clearer picture for his team. They're still holding their ground on either side.
Yeah, I mean, C9 are waiting for the exec, and Loud are waiting for that fault line repush into A main.
Oh, see, there it is. Hold on, fight. It's explosive. Before you barely know what's going on.
Walking into a high-low there is always going to favor C9 to get one. And Luxio has just not been offered anything over towards B.
No.
He needs a teammate to break this trip so that he can hold the angle. This is really difficult to do on your own.
As soon as he gets activated, there's going to be the swing from Penny. He might even see
30
it.
seconds left.
Potential's there. Oh, he's just landed it still.
What a read.
Trip. It's going to be going off here. There's a chance to really enter your way back in. Up through mid. There's also lurks occurring. There's a chance here for Loud. Plant down. Cosmic Divide. Gives him that peace of mind. Pancada as well. He's holding back the Horde. He's looking to see if he can do it all himself. But that blind, that flash in his face. Zelsis chomping at the bit to get a hold of that kill. Pancada cleared up. No more question marks. It's a 2v3. Cloud9 surely favored. Loud are the ones that need to step up in a spot like this, and a Cosmic Divide of their own. Another blind, perfect as it is. Blind as anything. Kawazine cleaned up and traded. And towards the back of the site, Dark has got to do it all, but there's nowhere to run from that ultimate. Not whatsoever. The Rolling Thunder will catch and claim him. Still looking. Penny off angle. Looking to just hold this one back. Verdi's making a whole lot of noise and ruckus for Penny. He knows that mid is compromised. It's going to be communicated, at least from him.
Pancada is trying to bait Luxio, and Penny is so aware.
He's locked on that angle. Not letting anything get past him here. You do not want to be stepping into this one. Vic is trying to create a gulag of his own there, straight into that smoke, but dropped off anyway. Quick sheriff shot to the head. The judge is no more, but Zeppa forwards, revealed! Spray control is connecting the dots!
You know, Loud doesn't know that Cloud9 have full pushed out B here because they weren't running a default at the start of the round.
Might have seen the deep dart to give it away, but that's going to be Dimensional Drift anyway. Verdi trying to gain some of that ground. Luke Show locked onto one of the angles here. Vic is just trying to lie in wait, but spotted out. Pinged. Just trying to hold on towards the back of that side. It's pretty essential here for the Cloud9 game plan. Spam goes both ways though. Makes it hurt here for Verdi.
Recovering it.
Stars drop down.
Planted.
It's going to be tough in the retake, especially when Kawazine is working with that ultimate. Oxy threatening. He could be onto the flank there, making a lot of noise in the process.
I think Pancada's heard that he's gone back to the rest of the team.
And now that's that Hunter's Theory as well. See when that hit is just attempting to come through. Vic had nowhere to really run from that spot. It's a good proactive. Old Dark is still holding it all down towards the back of the site. Celsius and Oxy now left in a 2v3, but already the positioning's the rolling retreat. Loud back, safely entrenched. Hold on, that stun could have been everything. Luxio just covers them all. Goal achieved. A main control still maintained here by Loud, and they're going into phase 2 of it, but bodies are home. Cloud9 never really gave this one up. Vic, tucked tight, close quarters is where he really thrives, especially with a supplementary util. It's that long-range fault line. Zelsis was not going to leave him high and dry. Just like that now, 2v3, Loud are placed in once more.
30 seconds left.
They have smokes, they have guns, they have possibilities here, but her hand is revealed. 20 seconds left to do it.
And the spike is just out in the open.
Yeah, really difficult position to be in. Celsius contact court, and there's a swing. Penny and Zeppa combine their might. Looking to just disrespect util that comes his way. That is a crazy smoke with the angle, but it's almost like Verdi does expect it. Stun popped off. There's a connection. Darker was just left high and dry. Kawazine looking to reclaim some of that space, and he wrangles control, at least with the stinger in hand, but Penny is still another layer of defense alongside Zephyr. And there it is. Just muscle memory kicking in. Didn't need to dodge the flash there. Swings into them anyway.
Operator in the hands of Vic.
Okay.
This is getting passed around like a secret Santa.
Yeah, family heirloom. Fault line, another play to be made here. Hello, there it is. Divergent paths, seeing if they can really get a move on. Oh, those players weren't quite caught. Exchange the weaponry, it's a 1-for-1, and I think Cloud9 are going to be happy that they really even just got that.
And this, Penny can play for one and teleport out, but he loses.
It's a bad fight to be taken there. Zephyr is fast with the trade. Cosmic Divide. He's worried about that mid control. It was compromised to the middle section of this round, so he does have to clear it. Open sight though for Loud now, 3v3. Best position they've been placed in a long while.
It definitely is, but it's not the world's greatest plant. You know, it's not super open. Luxia forced to play pretty aggro here. Are you fairly happy with that as Chamber?
Yeah, very aggro. Just within range of the TP here. Fault line online. No connection though. Hold on, just the threat of these players swinging. That's a respectful TP. Out towards the back. Pancada spotted. 2 bullets to the dome. Luxio left into the 1v1. It's all on his shoulders. What a delivery. Sharp shooter. Oxy. Go around and bullet to the chest for Verti.
Mid is being held quite passively. And Luxia does fall, loses the up 1v1 this time.
It's a big pick-off. That could have been a backup option to drift back into the A hit with Luxio inserted over towards A main. Now your options are running a bit dry. Locked out of B. 40 seconds left roughly to work with here, but this is all thoroughly locked down. Celsius taking contact. Smoke dissipates. Position's noted as an awkward place to be taking a fight, but Penny on the off angle. It's a bullet to the chest. Slowed down. Kawazine just locks in.
Zelsis just has to play to survive here. Tried to tie them up for as long as possible.
If he even can. His position again noted. Playing around their own wall. There's time running short here. Loud have got to try and get this plan down safely, but Zelsis is like a fox in the pen right now. This guy, he's hounding them still. Shut down. Kawazine, make sure to get a handle onto it. Threaded his flank coming through. Kawazine is doing a ton of damage before eventually taken out. Brings it to the 2v2. Oxy and Vic, another ult online. Orbitus, at least that Cosmic Divide. Enough to split it up. Double-faced. Pancada drifting in and out, dancing around the bullets. Zephyr, knowing that mid's compromised, he's missed the window. Luxio's straight past it. He's just seen the leg though. Dart, it's going to be used here. Looking to claim that fight, but he doesn't know. Not a clue at all. Luxio is inserted, and look at this guy now. Backstabbing him, rifle in hand, just poking out towards the side. This is chaos and anarchy. It's Cloud9 losing control and sight of where this round was going.
But at the same time, they are never going to expect that Zelsis is at cliff. I mean, is this guy going to be able to do anything?
Can you even do anything from this spot? I mean, listen, Verti's low, drop down, it's damage done. He's only got the Bulldog though, and what do you do from this spot? Fault line, potentially reinserting himself, but it's all cleaned up in the end. It's round 12. Final round of this half here. The war chest is filled to the brim for Loud as well. Looking at those ultimates here. Dimensional Drift can be used to clear a path. Safe passage in, perhaps, but that's a reveal into the back. Hunter's Fury, making it awkward. Vic couldn't sit still. Luxio was able to claim all that space off the back of it here. You do not want to push through your own high tide, I'll tell you that much. Slowed down, Oxy was watching it.
Spike planted.
Harbor ult just to be able to take heaven control.
Reckoning, pushing him away.
Cutting through.
But there's a lot of ults expended, and Cloud9 are still weathering this storm. And Hunter's Fury of their own was lying in wait. Rolling Thunder! Luxio! And Pancada, what is all that? In the midst of all of it, man. It's like clay pigeon shooting Zephyr. Running rings around him, hopping around. But listen, it was complete control for Loud. 7-5 is the finish for this first half of Abyss. Strong start to the pistol round. Round 13 out, shots exchanged. Cloud9 not messing around here. It's a rumble, and now that double dash, there's nowhere to run from. That one still Oxy will respect it. Zeppa's going to be played in off the back of it, but Verdi was able to claim a kill regardless before he got the hell out. Still, his bodies are toppling here, and it's a strange place to have that engagement. Darker just trying to hold on to some of this ground. Plant going down.
It's a good plant position as well. Zeppa might struggle to extract himself from this spot, but Vic can play it in the post.
Drone might clear him unless somebody ends up breaking it. It's the tag. Gonna have to go back to Cliffside here, but his shots are rattled. That's one to the dome. Darker not going down as a result of it. Zeppa, 45 health now. And the Dream left in that 1v2, but still very much winnable. Just has to play his cards right. Spot like this, position here. Players are seen, but noted on both sides here. And listen, he's weak as anything. We'll go down to it. Dart up and overhead. Big reveal, sticking towards it. Dart was broken. One of those shots, time! It's half-earned onto that defuse, so it's in their hands. Loud are able to just storm ahead.
Yeah, go for 5-person hits.
It's on the eco. See what they can get done. Maybe even a plant if they're lucky. Double dash in, fault line forwards. It is anarchy here towards the back, but Mojrem and the Storm trying to hold it all the way down. Luke Show and Darker, they do their best. Darker might fall because of it, but Luke Show surely has bought enough time at this point. Oh my God, ew.
Same 5-person group up from C9, but on the opposite side of the map. Zeppa's one away from getting his ult online. And this is, I mean, you can play this comp as a post-plant comp for C9. But Loud are always going to want to fight in front of it. Look at how much space Luke Shaw has got on the other side of the map. He full pushed out B. They know that this is a mad A hit.
Planning forwards. But he's got to try and get it done, but just evacuates. Doesn't want to play his life. That's a bit of a team flash.
Love the Loud breach.
It happens. I mean, listen, the breach has been pretty stellar.
It's a weird harbor wall coming through. It just segments two of the players.
Lets
push
them into
deep.
backside, though. That's the thing here. Loud can start to flood in.
I don't think Oxy Penny will let him in.
We'll see what they can do here. There's a lot of utilities going to be dropped down in there. Laps the Hunter's Fury as well to really help them out. They were in a pickle, they were in a bind, but Oxy, oh my, that is sharp, man!
There's a juicy ult orb sat right there.
Looking to take a wide angle, Interceptor.
That is not going to stop an op baller.
No, still, that's a big reveal. Luke Show, forced to respect it. Space rapidly taken. That fault line as well is picture perfect again. That stun towards the back, but Oxy forced to just refract back and away. Slow field. Making it awkward for the team to really get a foothold into this one. But Penny's got walkabouts. Lovely read. Hopping up towards the top. That's a big reveal and a hinder on top of it. Oxy willing to go the extra mile for kills like this. They're relentless.
He didn't play for the ult orb at any point during this round. Instead, just going for the kill, getting it the Oxy way. But they were in so fast. C9 are playing at a much higher tempo than we saw from Loud.
This util as well is just overwhelming.
It's really difficult to stop. And it's going to be even more difficult with Oxy's ultimate online. Loud, do not fancy going down onto an eco. Vic trying to punish. Oh, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah.
I need a new co-caster. The drone's going to be clearing. Again, that due diligence just in case Luke Shaw was playing there. Now we see it, ult popped off, but clearance off onto that one angle. Verti plays around it for a second, gets his team back in. With a pick like that, it could be much better. Oh, Verti's not stopping, not anytime soon. Vic steps up to the challenge anyway. Penny off by his side, dividing and slicing up most of the site in the process. They have brought it to that 3 versus 3.
Kawanzin already used his recon, so this plant's going to go down fairly uncontested here if Vic commits to it. And he might have waited too long.
Yeah, he was, I think, trying to pull out some of that util, but trying to hold this one down. What a shot by Luke Shaw.
God, he's so good.
He's got the headhunter to work with, and the shot's just going wide. Penny matters into his own hands. That heat. Need to look closer than it is because of the result of the pistol rounds here. Cloud9. Pressure on.
First time that we've not seen all 5 from C9 in the same spot.
Evolution. Drone. Verdi just disrespecting. Looking to hold it down, but that is a gate crash that's going to be working its way out. What a shot, still overstaying himself. Really feeling like they need to fight over A main control.
Yeah, they forced out of that. All of that utility has been forced before Cloud9 get to the A site. But they just walk in.
They just walk in, disrespecting it.
I don't know that Kawanzin has the read on this either. Maybe they do.
Deep wall.
The wall from Pancada indicates that they might have some idea.
Lucia's holding it as well with that tour de force, surely. You've got to think that he's got it, yes. Slow field makes it even more awkward for Zellsis. No attempt of a follow-up. Any semblance of a trade. And yeah, watch 4 up into heaven. Good time to fight back here. Drone in your face, tagged up, running and gunning. You can do not much from that spot here. So Loud make a good adjustment. The threat is there.
Yeah, and it actually allows both of these agents to go for the double walk down mid and take pressure in that direction instead.
Big tag, Oxy wants to try and send it now. Smoke blossoms up towards heaven.
That's nice from Oxy, using his dash there to both clear A main and still get into sight. Multi-purpose.
Gets him down for the plan at least, but that's going to be the stun, offloaded alongside that Hunter's Fury. Collection of kills perhaps for them. 3 bursts of it, 2 players damaged down, just the 80.
Really close, but no plant committed for C9. They couldn't get that down, so this is not a post-plant scenario. Loud continue to apply pressure to deny.
The next wave of things here. His ult popped off onto either side. Cosmic Divide, Dimensional Drift looking to clear most of the way. Zellsis knows that there's players perhaps encroaching upon that territory, going for it. That's a crazy swing. Just traded out. They know that there's players onto the flank. It's Cloud9's job now. No hesitation. They push forwards. They realize they've got to lay claim to most of this space where the flank is compromised. They do so with glee, but the spike is not planted for them. Job's not finished here, but players are just wading right out into the open. As the smokes fade away, Penny is just dominating, decimating the opposition. Luke Show trying to run rings around them now. It's just one player there, one man, what can he do? Tap, forcing out the util up towards the rope. Penny locks in, hones in on the angle. Deep trip, and they've got that abundance of util. Carves out a path.
It's still a 5-person hit from C9. It's just on the other side of the map, as Loud put all of their resources on the eco to fighting in A main. Great read from Zellsis.
Birdie, the only player really to be dangerous. He's got a Guardian in his hand. The rest of his team working with really just the pistols. Blind in your face. This is getting awkward. And now Rolling Thunder. It's feeling a bit dicey. That's going to relieve some of the pressure for these Cloud9 players up onto the site, especially when they've lost a few players in these trades. Okay, eventually toppling and going away of Cloud9. It's Vic locking this one down. Oxy twisting and turning, looking for the appropriate sight lines and angles. And Pancada, no choice but to just give his life away to the spike here. Doesn't want to feed the beast, and the ultimates keep them moving.
Yeah, C9's comp looks really dangerous when the ults are online. So you want to try to minimize that as much as you possibly can.
Expectations are heavy now onto Luke's show. Drone, he hears it. Double dash forwards onto Oxy. What is that? Up towards the high ground. No one watching for it. Luke's show has got free reign at the site, and with that high tide, ripped his way across. Buying space. Availability for the rest of Loud to get involved into the action. Stalemate. Called for shock darts raining down in through the back, and a fight to be taken off the back of that flash. Vic sidestepping, but from on high, Verti is willing to seal it up.
Luke Show's operated the tour de force out on B, allowing them to triple stack this A site.
Ready to hold it back. Loud had the right adjustments towards it. Now it's a Hunter's Fury alongside that pole line. This time Oxy not giving up his life. Did get revealed. Straight through the box. There's bullets though raining down, and he's got a sidestep dodge. Oh, this util is going his way. Ultimate going onto the wayside, and Vic, in the midst of all of that chaos, made it feel like the hit.
Yeah, and this is the conditioning. C9 have been 5-person grouping every single round. Pancada doesn't think he needs to be worried too much about a lurker, and Vic picks him off in mid. And now, have not seen it for the whole of this half, but C9 slow things down, cut noise.
Making Loud stew in a position like this. A lot of damage to the Darker. Playing at close quarters here. Blind up and over towards the top here. Saturate alongside of it as that smoke dissipates the recall. Still, it's ground gained. Oxy is the one to lead the charge for his team. Sidestepping, but does he expect it? Not quite. Oxy jumping around like the A site. It's a jungle gym. Luke Show left to do it again. All on his lonesome in a 1v3. Head barely spotted, but just missing that chance. Cloud9 draw it level. Down against the back's wall, making it feel like it is that A split.
Oh, look at this potential for an Oxy ult here as
Here
well.
it is, yeah. Drop down the path and see what you can gain. Hops into the back of the site. Will let his team take ground forwards. Penny is relentless, running them down while gunning. Heaven still an open sight line. Attention was diverted. Loud are still able to potentially hold on to this when it just comes down to the gunfights. And are they expecting it? Are they expecting it? Not at all. Vic shuts it down all the way into their spawn. There's plenty more where that came from.
They're still not putting Lucio, this time Lucio and Verti, both on B, making a hard read that Zelsis is going to switch things up.
Moving a bit differently here.
Yeah, this is super different.
Cosmic Divide.
A fake into a mid-push.
Safe plan, but Hams Oxy commits to it. He didn't have to worry about the sidelines and the bullet traces. He can follow them and lead it all the way home.
This was supposed to be the fake.
2 wrapped out. Oxy wasn't supposed to get all this done. Pancada finally shuts him down, but look at the space it's opened up.
Zelsis has bent their brains in the final round here. Lucio full pushed out B. Thought for sure they were committing A. Runs straight into Penny, and the spike is planted on the opposite side of the map. Pancada's brain rattling around inside his skull, trying to make sense of what is going on here.
2v4 for them. They have no real information. It's dimensional. Drift is going to have to really use this one. Clear most of the way. Give them peace of mind, but you need more where that's from. It's going to be fading away. Gives them access towards the back of the side again, but there are so many layers to remove here. Peel back away from Cloud9 for them. It's an inevitability. They've locked this one down. The spike is ticking. Time pressure mounting. Smokes in your face. A tap to pull out. The pull, but it matters not. It's the IGL Zelsis sealing it up and closing down shop. 13-11 for their opening match of 2026.